Discord is taking away the standard Discord experience and replacing it with child mode. And I don't even know if my 3D printing Discord will survive this. Stick around to the end because I do have some solutions to keep you protected. They are rolling out what they call teen by default globally, and the wording there is doing quite a bit of work because what it really means is that the baseline experience is being shifted into a restricted, supervised version of Discord designed around kids. And then they are dangling the old experience, which is what most adults think of as normal Discord, behind an age gate. So if you want out of child mode and you want the regular experience back, if you want access to those age-gated spaces, if you want access to unblurred content, if you want to change certain communications and safety settings, you don't just flip a toggle, you have to prove that you're an adult. That's the trap. They changed the default for everyone and they're conditioning normal use on you submitting to their age assurance system. Whether it's a face-based age estimation flow or an ID check through a third party, the point is the same. Anonymity stops being the default and becomes something that you earn back through verification. This isn't a harmless safety update. It is a fundamental change in what Discord is and what it's allowed to demand from you. Now, don't get me wrong. I have 3 children and I am 100% behind safe internet usage. This just isn't it. Now, Discord says that this will roll out in a phased global release starting in early March. So this isn't some distant policy change. It's about to hit. If you're in any tech, but especially 3D printing for a lot of my audience, you already know Discord is not optional. It's where communities live. Support channels, mod teams, creator communities, private sponsor servers, firmware, CAD, slicer settings, new product drops, beta testing, everything is in Discord. The entire maker world runs through Discord. So when Discord changes the baseline rules of access, it's not just Discord drama, it's a change to the infrastructure that millions of communities depend upon. And that matters because infrastructure changes don't stay contained. They become the template that other platforms copy. This is where my particular 3D printing people need to wake up, because you might think that this is just Discord policy and not your problem. 3D printing is one of the most Discord-dependent industries on the internet. It's where support happens, it's where modding happens, where firmware and profiles get shared, where creators run communities, where brands do launches, where the drama happens, where the knowledge lives. So when Discord flips the default experience into that child mode and puts normal adult use behind that age checkpoint, it doesn't just change Discord, it changes the operating system of how 3D printing communities actually function. And here's the part that ties directly into what we've already been seeing in 3D printing. People are watching Washington, New York, and California legislation and saying the same thing over and over again. Once one state forces companies or marketplaces and websites to comply with some type of overreaching set of rules, it doesn't stay contained, it spreads. Because companies don't want 50 versions of compliance. So what do? They build one global system that satisfies the strictest set of rules, and then everyone else gets dragged into it. That's the pattern. That's how it's just one place becomes it's everywhere. That's how Australia becomes global. That's how one state becomes the default standard. And that's why I'm telling you that this is bigger than Discord. This is the same compliance contagion model that will hit 3D printing communities, 3D model sites, even those marketplaces and your individual communities. The moment platforms decide that they have to prove age, prove identity, or restrict access by default for safety, it spreads outward until it becomes the baseline. This is absolutely insane what's happening in 2026. We're only, 6 weeks into this mess? Wow. So if you're in 3D printing and you care about freedom to tinker, freedom to share files, freedom to speak without being forced into an identity checkpoint, this is not a side story. This is the direction of travel. And if we don't push back on this template now, don't act surprised when the exact same logic shows up in the tools and platforms that we rely on next. Here's the core problem. They flipped the model. The old model of offline life was that you're anonymous until you choose otherwise. The new model is you start in child safe mode by default and adult mode becomes permissioned. Your freedoms become something that you earn back only after you're categorized correctly. Maybe you don't care about sensitive content. Fine. But the moment a platform normalizes prove your age to adjust settings and access categories, they've created a gate that they can expand. Oh, and it will expand. Discord claims that this will be privacy forward. They say that the face-based age estimation happens on device. They say if you upload an ID, a third party verifies it and deletes it quickly. They say that they only receive your age group, no other information. I don't believe them. Not because I'm saying that there's some cartoon villain there twirling his mustache, but because tech systems don't work the way that press releases always pretend that they do. We delete it is the most meaningless phrase in modern technology. Deletion of claims don't account for backups, logs, caches, error reports, queue systems, fraud review, support tickets, internal dashboards, vendors, subcontractors. I mean, the list goes on, even security breaches. And that's what people need to understand. Attackers don't need Discord or the vendor to keep your info forever. They just need it once. One leak, one security breach, one compromised admin account, and even a subpoena from your government. If the pipeline exists, the risk exists. We actually have a perfect recent example of why you don't trust. We delete it. Do y'all remember the T app? I think it was like some type of dating advice for exes. It blew up as a safety-oriented platform, and then it got breached. And when it got breached, it wasn't just some harmless little metadata. Tens of thousands of photos were exposed, including selfies and even government IDs. It was like 70,000 people or something. That's what happens when you build systems that collect sensitive information like identity. You create a honeypot, and eventually honeypots get hit. So when Discord says third party and deleted it quickly, that's not what I hear. I hear that there's a new honeypot at massive scale. Now let's talk about the abuse, because this is where things get really unsettling. People link their Discord to everything. Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and Patreon, whatever. It's common, it's convenient. But convenience is just centralization. Now you have a platform that acts like the social spine for millions of people, where identities are already cross-linked by design. And Discord is pushing an age assurance system that by definition pressures users towards that identity confirmation. Even if Discord claims it's only age that they really want, identity systems get used for identity outcomes. And here's a scenario that should actually freak you out. Maybe someone doesn't like what you said online, where you felt anonymous. Maybe it's a YouTube comment. All it takes is for someone to access that linked profile information, and they now know all of the accounts that you are linked to. Once identity checkpoints exist inside these major platforms, the doxxing ecosystem gets stronger, the leverage gets stronger, and the intimidation gets stronger. People will weaponize it. Attackers will target it. And the normal users, they're going to suffer. And then there's the part that should make everyone angry. Discord also talks about using an age inference model, running in the background to determine whether an account belongs to an adult. That means you're not only dealing with explicit verification, you're dealing with silent classification. So what signals are they using? What data are they using? What happens when it's wrong? What happens when adults get treated like a child and can't access communities or the settings without going through the identity gate? That's not just safety, it's a control system. They're going to try and frame this as normal safety updates, but this is not new. Discord already rolled out the teen by default in places like the UK and Australia. Now that matters because it shows the pattern. Once a platform builds a restricted by default model in one region, it becomes the blueprint for everywhere. And this is exactly how you end up with Australia-style outcomes spreading globally. Without a vote and without lawmakers having to pass some obvious national digital ID bill that everyone would recognize and fight. If you care about anonymity, the move is simple. Stop casually linking accounts, compartmentalize, reduce that footprint, and don't hand one platform the keys to your whole identity. This starts rolling out in early March. So don't wait until you're suddenly locked into child mode before scrambling. Decide your line right now. Are you willing to do age assurance to get adult Discord back? Yes or no? And if the answer is no, then act like it. Stop feeding the identity graph unless you're getting real value. Connected accounts are convenient and sometimes necessary for things like giveaways or creator perks and verification. I'm not saying never link. I'm saying don't link by default. Link only when there's a clear benefit and treat it like you're handing over a map of your identity. Now, as far as compartmentalization is concerned, don't use one Discord identity for everything. Public creators or private communities, your spicy opinions or business, split roles so one account doesn't become your entire life in one profile. Avoid the checkpoint doors if you don't want the checkpoint. Age-gated servers and channels, changing certain DM and safety settings, those are the places that push you into prove you're an adult. Decide what you can live with and without. And don't forget, harden your account. Don't wait, do it today. Turn on two-factor authentication. and use strong, unique passwords. And of course, make sure your email is secure. Because if your Discord gets taken over, everything connected to it becomes a weapon against you. Now, this is for people who run servers. Prepare for adults who are going to refuse verification. Make sure your community still has a way to function with support, announcements, onboarding, without forcing everyone into that funnel. Now, as far as our Discord goes, we don't know what we're going to do. We've had some internal conversations, and we're not quite sure if myself, Mrs. LM, our mods are willing to go through age verification and be providing IDs or passports to have adult access turned on inside of our Discord. We don't know if that's something we want, and we definitely are sure that we don't want to force our users or our community through that funnel. So anyway, we will keep you updated as this kind of goes on what the future is for the LM Shows community Discord. But anyway, drop comments. Let me know what you think. Is this something you're willing to do? Let me know. Thanks for watching.